Yes, you can. Lovely. Okay. So, thank you very much, Hibas. Assalamu alaikum, and good morning, everyone. We start in the name of God, whose mercy is profound and kindness is forever. And it's a great opportunity and an honor to be a part of this gathering, Hiba, Sheikha, Hamda. And thank you very much, especially to Dr. Advait, what he has set up, where he has finished his work and presentation. I will take a point from there. And today we would like to talk about growth mindset, because without the growth mindset, it is nearly impossible to move forward into any transformation. Forget about AI. It is very difficult to even to live our normal lives. So what we'll refer today very quickly within let's these 15 minutes of time which is given to me is a challenge, but still I would like to take this challenge. So we'll talk about how we can transform, and actually first before transforming, understand what is a fixed mindset and what is a growth mindset. And today, probably you will know, if you will spare some time with me here with full attention, probably you will know about your own self, a realization that what kind of mindset do I have. So, we will talk about some of these ideas today. What is the importance of the shift? Why it is important to open our mindsets and make it a growth mindset. Okay, the basic difference between both, and how you can identify yourself, what kind of mindset do I have, a closed one or open one, and what are the tools to change it. I can share that tool, you can play with that later on. And of course, how Istisharati can help you in your journey, in your personal transformation, from close to growth mindset. So let's understand. We have been hearing a lot about meta model, metaphysicists, meta emotions, meta humans, metaverses. There is a model now in, and people are talking about those who are in the learning space, and this is a 21st century learners meta learning model that talks about how we must reflect and adopt. And this is based on the metacognition human growth mindset skill which is required. So let's understand, when we talk about our mind and our growth and our transformation, how does that happen at human level? In layman's language, what do you understand and what has to happen in this shift? So first of all, there is a concept of knowledge, right? So when we are talking about mindset, our mind is the processor that handles the knowledge part of it, what we know and understand. So this is about, for example, some people are engineers, we are HR professionals, we have health and safety, or environment specialists, medical professionals. So something which is academic, which is information by book, we learn and understand. It could be numbers, it can be a language. Dr. Advait was talking about coding, learn this and learn that. It's all about education system. It's a knowledge out there that we can learn. That's a part of our cognition process, learning process. So we have a knowledge which is outside there that we need to learn. Then, as a part of our competency model, we have to learn certain skills. How to operate computer, now how to get into chat GPT, how to use robotics, and how to then use these skills to benefit us. So how we use what we know is a skill, and these can be acquired as well. So we can learn knowledge which is out there, we can grasp it. We can learn the skills just like driving, swimming, cycling, uh, creative thinking, communication. This is again a skill that we can learn, but how we can do that, that depends on what kind of personalities and characters you and I we have. It depends on how we behave and engage in our world, internally and externally. And it all depends on how mindful are we in all this process of learning the skills and the knowledge and living in our day-to-day life. Are we curious enough? Are we interested? Do I want to change? What do I want from my life? Do I have courage to do this? Am I resilient or I'm fixed? Whether my ethics and belief system, these qualities which are basically required to do extra, is there or not? That's why some people, they are school dropouts. They never want to go and study more. There are people, those who want to continue their study lifetime. Is it there in me or not will define whether I will educate myself more or whether I will be ready to upgrade my skills. So these three components are the basic prerequisites for learning new things, whether it's technology and whether it's about my own emotions and understanding my own self and understanding about the people that I'm operating with and learning about society, environment, the world, the spiritual world. Everything depends on my readiness to change, and that's where everything becomes very personal, very human. Now, who would change? I want you to ask one question. If you can allow yourself to participate internally in your mind, that what kind of people change? My mother used to say, and that statement was in Urdu, dardi or garzi, meaning the person who have pain and who have a need to change will change. But I would go further ahead. I would say people, those who have dreams, people who have aspirations, people who want to contribute, people, those who want to grow in their personal and spiritual and their social lives, they do change. So now ask yourself, do I want to change my personality, my behavior, my skills, my knowledge? If the answer is yes, then ask a very important question, why? Do I want to change because my manager want me to change? Do I change because my husband want me to change, because I'm not good enough? So where I'm coming from and what space I'm coming from? Am I needing a change to survive, so which is driven from fear, or I am going to change to have a bigger and better life for myself? So it's very important to ask this fundamental question, why do I need to change? And if it is coming from outside, it's going to be painful and still we'll have to do it, and in the process we might fall sick. But if the change is from inside, then the change and the whole process is going to be a beautiful journey, because that's, I'm taking the accountability of this change and I will take the courage and the passion and the motivation to move on. Now, why it is important to have a growth mindset, and again we will try to reinvent the wheel and give some perspective. Why is it important to stay relevant? I joined DIVA in 2005 in one of the divisions, projects engineering executive, and my boss asked me, what can you do? I said, okay, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gave them a list, and he said, you will do all this? I said, yes. Okay, show me and prove. And today, by the grace of God and the hard work, I believe this counseling section wasn't there, and it was my dream in 2005 to have a social worker, some desk in DIVA. And today we have a happiness department. If I did not train myself to be a coach, NLP coach, now Dr. Advait spoke about NLP in technical language, computer language, but my NLP, our NLP in life coaching and counseling is neuro-linguistic programming. Upgrading your skill set, learning new languages, getting professional certificates, getting new skill set is important to survive not only in the job but also in your personal lives as well. And let's see why it is important, so that we can survive and thrive. You see, dinosaur is a history right now, and they say the giraffe, they outgrew their physical biology, and their neck is stretched to survive in the world. So those people who do not change, they extinct. We are not saying as a human, you and I, if we don't train ourselves, we don't upgrade, we will die. But definitely a part in us will die, because there is no growth, there is no personal, social, professional growth. So as a human, spirit probably would die, and we will sit with more angry, sad, frustrated mood, and we are not born to live with those kind of heavy emotions that will cause long stress and psychosomatic issues. When I'm saying psychosomatic issues, I'm talking about stress related issues, could be depression, mental health issues. Now, if you see, the change is the pace that we are running now. We used to be a caveman, from bullet to bullet, I say, from going from one part of the planet to another part of the planet with the boats. Now we have ships. People used to use pigeons. Now we are having planes, even transporting people on different planets. From direct current to this alternative current, we have Wi-Fi, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, and whatnot. And from personal computers to now Wi-Fi operated Siri and the AI, we have spoken about all that. We are now living in a totally different world altogether. And if we are not going to keep up with the pace, not only with the external skill and knowledge set, but also our growth mindset, it is very, very critical that we are going to live a happy, fulfilled, and joyful life. And we'll share about that in a short while. But this is one of very good metaphor that I want to ask all of you to reflect on. You must have been, I don't know what was your first phone. I had a Motorola which was 2.5 kg. So if I would hold that first phone, you would feel it's like a walkie talkie that military people used to use in the olden versions. Now we have these sleek smartphones, and I think after every 1 month or so, or 2 months or so, we have to upgrade the software. We are changing the phone as the train changes. We are upgrading and rebooting the system and the software applications, otherwise they will not work. But when it comes to our belief systems, our values, we still operate on the same emotional stagnated world where we were told in the childhood and our upbringing as kids, of those small little kids to teenagers. Maybe the parents unknowingly, maybe the friends, school bullying, or neighborhoods, anybody who said that you are not good enough, we are still holding those past historical emotions in our hearts. If a sibling or brother or sister said something nasty, we still keep it. If the parent said something that you are not good in this, so I'm probably still holding this. And why I'm saying all this? Based on years of practice and based on the research, human beings, they hardly change their belief system and value system. We in our full grown bodies, we are still holding on the value system which was installed when we were as young as 5 to 7 year old. So this is high time that we relook at our value system and try to understand who we are, what our potential is, what is my purpose here on earth, and what are the stories that I would like to leave behind once I'm gone, and how I wish to be remembered when I'm gone. All these processes are called as a part of software update, the belief system upgrade. And how do we do that? We simply do that by making choices whether I will work on myself, choices that I will sit down in my closed mind and in my closed office and in my closed house and just accept life as it is and ready to leave the world whenever I turn. Okay, I think something is talking. Whenever 18, 90, whatever age you wish to live, that okay, on a very hopeless, regretful, sad note. So again, everything boils down to one single letter C, change. So how do we do that? How you can find out what is my mindset? So there are a couple of questions that all of us can ask ourselves right now. If you want to know that my mindset is a growth mindset or fixed mindset, you can ask few questions. When situations happen, what is your dialogue, inner dialogue? What do you ask yourself? I should. How do you interact with problems, people, situation, and circumstances? So if there's a problem, I should avoid mistakes. I should not make mistakes. Otherwise, people will catch me. You know what? I'm good enough. I don't have to learn. I know everything. It's my way and I understand life perfectly. Nobody understands better than me. If the problem comes, you give up easily and you feel always from an egoistic point of view. And sometimes in the subconscious mind, I talk to myself and say, you know what, I can't do this. It's not me. It's not meant for me. Even though I desire, but I feel and I sell this idea to myself, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. It's not my cup of tea. So this kind of mindset is a closed mindset. And the dialogues which happens internally, that whenever there's a frustration, people give up very quickly. Whenever there's a challenge, they give excuses. Whenever they fail, they blame others and have this in their conscious mind. They would probably say that I'm smart, but in their heart, there's a dialogue going on. They're driven from a fear of failure, so they don't try new things, and they doubt themselves that maybe I'm not good enough to do this. But in my mouth, in my mind, in my conscious mind, I'm saying I can do it, but in my heart, I know when the fear is holding me back, it is a fixed mindset. Now, look at the growth mindset. The kind of inner dialogue happens with people, those who have growth mindset. They make mistakes, they allow themselves to learn new things, they allow themselves to fail and learn from them, and they take mistakes as an opportunity to learn, and they take pride in sharing their knowledge, their mistakes and the challenges, and they never give up. They always come back, practice more, come back, make mistakes, and again bounce back. So there's a lot more resilience. They give valuable feedback, they receive feedback in a very positive manner. They are not defensive, they accept feedback in humility, and they practice and practice and practice. They learn, they train, they practice. They're always open. They're open for experiments. If you have teams, they will say, yes, I want to be a part of this team. They're the people who will always take extra responsibilities. When they're frustrated, they will bring that frustration for fueling their efforts, not blaming other people, other situations and circumstances. When they fail, they will come and share why they failed and what they have learned from this. They keep on trying new things. They are happy-go-lucky people. They come with a very positive mindset. If the experience is also even negative, they will not let their mood affect other people's mood. They will be uplifting other people and always talking on positive note. And their efforts and their attitude is very energetic. They are experimentative people. So if you will find your emotional state, you can actually find out today, right now, while you are listening to me. There are neurocircuits that are opening up in your head here, which will be telling you, you know what, I think I'm in this side and I think I'm that side. So it's all up to you how you look at. Now, moving forward, I will leave you today with some of the inner dialogues that you can probably start downloading from today. And coming 1 month to 3 months time, you can probably see some reprogramming of your belief system and thought processes. The process of changing our inner beliefs, our values, that process is in the neuro-linguistic programming and the world of emotions and feelings is called affirmation. Thoughts are nothing but the dialogue that we use for talking to ourselves and others. So if you see these lines on the left hand side, the affirmations for growth mindset, what you need to do is this. You just say, I embrace challenges, and just smile. Because brain interacts with us not only with the words, but it also interacts and needs basically an image, a picture and a feeling. So when you say, I embrace challenges, take a pause, breathe in and smile. So your brain will receive the emotion and create a chemistry that you will remember, and it will have an impact on your action. So you say, I, me, myself. So with each sentence, you use a word I or my. So I embrace challenges. Breathe in and inhale and exhale slowly and deeply while wearing smile. It is very important to change the mindset, how to reprogram your brain. that you interact with your own self with the positive words in present tense. Next, I believe that I'm intelligent and I believe in my abilities. I help myself to gain new skills. My effort helps me to master new skills. Failures are an opportunity to learn and grow for me. So to add I on me appropriately in these lines. I reflect on setbacks and use them as lessons. I receive feedback from others very well. Or you can, whatever language you can rephrase, these are not mantras that you can't change. So you can play with the language that you wish to understand and think. I celebrate my success with other people. So these are some of the affirmations. As simply as simple as you can say, I allow myself to learn. I am open to receive new knowledge and new skill set. I am ready for growth. I believe in myself. I'm allowing myself to learn, make mistakes, and grow. So if we will have these kind of affirmations, self-dialogue, every day before we go to bed and when we wake up early in the morning, 5 to 10 minutes, you will see your quality of days will improve eventually. And when it comes a time to learn the skill and upgrading your knowledge, you will see that painful process for the brain to learn coding and Python that Dr. Abed was saying. It is a pain for the brain, but the language that we will speak to interact with the brain will ease out the process. And whenever you say I'm nervous, say I'm excited. Whenever you say I'm afraid of learning this process, you say, hey, I'm really excited to learn that. And everything will shift. Everything that you fear from, start saying that I'm excited about it, and the whole experience will shift. So the process of changing the belief system is that first we change the beliefs will change our value systems, our attitude, and once our attitude will change, our behavior will change from closed mindset to growth mindset. And how we can help in your continuous journey, because the brain learns with habitual patterns and habits are not changed overnight. So it's the Shrati program, Employee Assistance Program, which is designed for your emotional well-being and support. You can register with us and we can take you through with this change journey. Also, you can use LinkedIn Learning. There's so many self-help tools. You can actually use so many training programs that we have with your training need analysis. You can sit with your managers and write down the trainings where you can go for time management to neuro-linguistic programming, problem solving. 50% of the problems are solved if you can manage how to manage time. And you can also go for some behavioral training programs. You can contact us and register for life coaching sessions, and you have immense opportunity here in Diva to actually work on your growth mindset. And this is the quiz I will leave you with. You can do it in your private time. This is gonna take not more than 5-7 minutes. I will leave the link here. This quiz will have these questions. Once you will answer all these questions, you will have a result and you will know whether you have a growth mindset or you have a closed mindset. So you will have your results. So the link I will, in a short while, just after thanking you guys, I'll post it here in chat. Take that quiz and enjoy yourselves. I hope this was informative and I have finished on time. 4 minutes up.